This review is a clip from the Two Penny Games Cast, episode 47. If you'd like to hear the entire podcast, please go to youtube.com/2pennygamescast or any mainstream podcasting service of your choice. Until then, have a great day. Phil, we've been playing Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart.
Oh my god, yes we have.
So, we, over here at Two Penny Games Cast, wanted to drop a quick little review here.
Stupid Connor. He doesn't play Ratchet and Clank.
He hasn't played Ratchet. We're going to fix this one day for him. He had the nerve to I brought up, hey man, one day we're going to bring you on hype. We're going to show you some Ratchet and Clank. And he was like, what, we're going to play the remake one? And I said, fuck, no we're not. We're
playing
going
the
all
original.
the way back. We're playing the original. That remake, not canon. Fun game, not canon.
Yeah, it's a movie.
It is, yeah, it's a movie tie-in game. And it was fine. But here, Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, we are back. We are back in our original timeline. Ratchet, and now newcomer Rivet.
Old timeline. New dimension.
This is very new models, same parts for Fast and Furious 4.
What you know what's so weird? This is kind of going to date that. I mean, obviously it's already dated because the game just came out.
Uh-huh.
But it's funny we mention different timelines because we're both watching Loki as well.
We are, yeah. We're doing some different. They're doing different time things in that as well. Yeah. Very nice little coincidency.
All right, anyway,
so
this game's great.
Phil, so hit me with the how many hours have you put in? Where are you at with the game, and how are you feeling about it? Clearly, you're quite high on it.
Unfortunately, I wasn't able to play it all yesterday.
Yeah,
because I had to do laundry. A lot of laundry. Yeah. Fuck. Anyway, but no, I think I've put in. Let's see, I streamed it the first night. I dropped at 11. I went until like 4. So I put in 5 hours that night, and I think I put in another like 3.5.
So like 7-ish, 7.5.
I'm probably at like 7.5 to 8 hours.
Very nice.
And we talked about it yesterday.
No spoilers.
No, I'm just saying. It has to do with the fixer, you know. We did that. We did that little set piece.
Did that segment. So I streamed my first 3 hours, and you can see my reaction to that right now. YouTube.com/2pennygamescast. I went ahead through those first 3 hours up. I was a little tired while I was playing though, because I was just tired. So I had to end that stream early, and then I streamed the next day for another 3 hours, 3.5 or something like that, and then I had to go to work. And then today, right before recording this, I played for another hour.
Okay.
Hour and
so
a
you're
half.
not that far ahead of me.
No.
I was worried. I was worried at work. I was like, dude, he's probably already beaten the game.
No,
I was gonna be so bummed out.
At this point, I am well past. I'm somewhere in that 8 to 9 range now.
Okay.
So, and then I'm hearing playthroughs are taking about 12. So
that's what I've heard as well.
We've played a majority of the game at this point. At this point, it's just seeing the last couple of weapons and seeing how the story ends. But we've pretty much got all the. I assume at least all of like the major like upgrades and gameplay mechanics that are going to happen in this game.
The actual gameplay element of it.
Exactly. So, I am quite high on this game.
Yeah, same.
But I've got like some like little nitpicky critiques just because I'm a big fan of Ratchet and Clank. Oh,
sure.
Let's go ahead and say we've both. Well, I know we've both played the PS2 trilogy quite extensively.
Yes, very much. I did not have a PS3 growing up.
And I did, but for some reason I never doubled back to Ratchet. So the PS3 games I've not really touched.
Yeah, I know nothing about like Ratchet and Clank Future or like A Crack in Time or like any of that stuff.
And then we both played. Did we both platinum the 2016 remake?
I don't think I platinumed it, but I did. I did a whole lot of shit.
Yeah, I've got the platinum for 2016. I've got the platinum for the original game through the HD on Vita, not on the PS3 version for some reason. Oh, because I haven't played the PS3 version yet. And I've got the PS3 platinum for Going Commando. Whatever. And then I plan on platinuming the original trilogy on both sides.
I remember getting Ratchet and Clank, the first game, for like my 8th birthday, because I played it at my cousin's house one time because he had it, and I was like, oh man, I want to play Ratchet and Clank.
Yeah, I got my hands on Going Commando 5-6 years old, something like that.
Damn,
somewhere around there. So, so this game quite fucking good.
Oh yeah,
feels really really good to play. Ratchet and Rivet, who play identically, almost to a fault.
I wouldn't say that.
No, it's not to a fault.
I kind of see what they're saying, what they're doing this with. They don't want it to be too jarring on like switching between characters so much. Because you do it pretty much every other
level. Yeah, you are switching between the two. It is both of their games. It is not.
Yeah, it's
Ratchet's
not Ratchet
game. It's not solely Ratchet and Clank's game.
Sure.
I should say. But I'll say, man, Ratchet and Clank I don't think has ever felt better to play. All of the new movement abilities feel great.
Oh my God.
Super welcome additions.
It's amazing.
Specifically the Phantom Dash and the I guess we can say it's not the rocket boots.
The hover boots are fucking phenomenal.
Fucking awesome. I do miss some of the older abilities, like where Clank you would like propel you forward in a long jump and the high jump.
They've kind of done. I mean, I haven't played enough to know if they ever like do anything with that. I doubt it.
I'll say something has happened. Just it's like a quick little line that says, "Oh, it's not coming back."
No, okay, that's fair.
So yeah, but I think most impressively to me is just how much I love all these new characters.
There's yet to be. I mean, I know you hate Nefarious you fucking hate on Nefarious way too much. Like I was trying to watch back. I when the video dropped. Pretty much as soon as he came on screen, you're like, "Oh, I hate Nefarious.
I hate him, man. He's so corny.
Nefarious is great.
He sucks.
I fucking love Nefarious. Nefarious
my God,
he's
sucks.
the comic relief.
Nefarious is the reason I fell off of Ratchet and Clank.
You're so wrong.
Because it's for the same reason that like Sly 4 sucks. Like it's just like
You need to reconnect with your inner child.
These are not how these characters are. These are not how these characters act in the first two games that you set them up as. Like so to throw this like. To have this like sudden change in tone to where like everybody is just acting way more kiddie than they used to, and then Nefarious being the centerpiece of that, I'm like, oh my God, this guy sucks. And he has always been that way, and Nefarious has always represented everything that I've disliked about Ratchet and Clank.
God, you're so wrong.
All of that said, for spoiler reasons, there are things that I love about some of these new characters they introduced that I can't quite get into, and how I wish Ratchet and Clank had gone the way I wish they had gone this way sooner. But that aside, Rivet I love.
Yeah, she's great. Jennifer Hale.
Jennifer Hale's doing a great job. Mm-hmm. Instantly charming, instantly likable.
That first cutscene is like,
as soon as she jumps on screen, you're like, I'm into it.
Because she's doing her own thing and then somebody's in trouble.
Yeah.
And she's like, just goes out of her way.
Yep, yeah, it's all great, I just can't say
she's only got one arm, Tavin.
She's only got one arm, which is cool to see. But yeah, I can't get into it as to like all the reasons why I love all these new characters because I don't want to spoil anything.
Yeah,
but
we don't want to do that.
So many times we introduce new characters into these beloved franchises, and they're like, okay, this is the new guy who's like taking the reins or whatever, however you want to put it, and it's like, fuck, I hate this. Yeah. Like this is not what I like about this. And
we've said before after playing a lot of this, we want a Rivet game.
I want a Rivet game, man. I'll take her own like game spin-off, or if she's the new mainstay, whatever happens, man. I almost like her more than Ratchet and Clank. Like,
I don't know if I'd go that far.
And
they've got tenure. They've got tenure, my friend.
Oh man, they do have tenure. This nostalgia is a deadly weapon.
Yeah,
deadly weapon. Anyways, but yeah, and then. These weapons are.
Oh yeah,
this might just be Ratchet's best arsenal.
That first pistol you get is fucking awesome. Like the burst pistol.
That pistol's okay. I'm a big fan of the more like the widespread. What is it called at first? The Enforcer. The Enforcer weapon. I like that one a lot.
The shotgun.
The sprinkler. The sprinkler is fantastic.
The topiary sprinkler.
Yeah, that's
really
great. There's some returning weapons that I love to see. There are weapons that function identically to like ones we've seen in past games and have a new name or a new design.
Which I mean, there's a shotgun in every single Ratchet and Clank game.
Yeah, but this one functions just a little bit differently than at least from the original trilogy.
I think that the only reason it functions differently is because it's on new hardware.
I think you mean with how they play with the adaptive trigger?
Yeah.
I mean it.
Yeah, well, the only reason it feels
functions
different.
more like a double barrel as opposed to just like a pump.
Sure, but I think it's the Blitz cannon in the second game.
The Blitz cannon from 2, yeah. So they function moderately differently.
Okay.
Like, it's slight. You're right. It's, they're both shotgun type weapons, but it does function moderately, and they're both electric as well. But it does function slightly different. What was another one that was on the tip? Yeah. So there's a lot of great new weapons, some great returning ones, some ones that feel a lot like old ones, but with a twist.
Yep.
Some that are straight up just old ones, which are, always love to see.
It's fine. You got the fucking Agents of Doom.
Yeah,
they've been a staple for the whole franchise
since one.
Yeah.
So yeah, all great to see that thing. And I fucked with everything they give me
for sure,
except for that drill one. That drill one sucks.
Oh, the what's it called?
Puppy dog bullshit. Yeah. Whatever. It sucks.
I haven't really used it that much.
Pup hound or something hound.
Drill hound.
Drill hound sucks. Hate it. Doesn't do.
I haven't really done with it that much. Have you gotten the shield? Like the
Yeah,
the
but I
shield
haven't
gun
found too
thing?
many uses to use it.
I tried to use it a little bit on that planet with the fixer, and I was like, that's when I bought it.
Yeah,
and I was like, this is kind of interesting.
It's okay, and I like the concept of it, but I just haven't been able to execute on it as much as I would like to. But a lot of these new weapons, I love that sprinkler. I love
Sprinkler's good. I like
the electric gun is great.
Yeah.
Et cetera, et cetera, man.
I like Mr. Fungi.
Fun Guy. I do like Fun Guy.
I think I like Mr. Zircon better from.
I like Zircon because he stays with you where Fungi just plants.
No, he'll move around. Fungi moves around.
Yeah, but he doesn't stay with you.
Sure.
Yeah, is what I'm saying.
He kind of lags behind.
I'm pretty sure he just kind of stays. Anyways, beside
No,
he
he moves
uses
around.
little finger guns.
Yeah, he's got finger guns.
That's hilarious to me. But yeah, this Arsenal, fantastic. Right up there with all of the greats from the original trilogy.
Yep.
And, I don't hear too much about the ones from the PS3. I don't hear too much of anything from the PS3 games.
Yeah.
They are continuing that line of, last Lombax thing, which is weird.
I mean, I know the story now because I kind of got caught myself up before hopping into Rift Apart.
Still weird.
I mean, it's fine.
Yeah. And then they do some great, but, the worlds, I will say one of my things, I don't know if it's because of how hyper detailed all the worlds are, but none of them stand out to me. They all kind of feel similar-ish.
I just like the general how everything feels huge.
Yeah, everything does feel big. Everything
I'm
does
loving like
there are levels that are bigger and wider and more explorable than others where, and then some are pretty much just
I'm not going to
shots.
spoil anything, but there's a world where basically you're hitting crystals to swap dimensions for this world.
Yeah.
And it's one where it's like a dead planet, right? And then there's another one where it's alive again.
It's it's almost like Star Wars, seeing Alderaan post and pre Death Star.
That's almost exactly what it is.
Yeah.
And it's you're hopping between low gravity, using magna boots everywhere.
Yeah.
Just in space, and it's awesome.
Which
and then you're on this
think,
awesome lava planet or whatever.
I think leads into why. So this still is not topped Returnal for my game of the year yet.
It's mine right now.
Yeah, I
haven't played that many new games yet.
I think Returnal feels much better to play. Returnal has a much better use of the adaptive triggers than this game does. I think the use of the adaptive triggers is actually pretty weak in this game.
Okay.
And the use of the super high detailed vibration in the controller could be taken advantage of more. But those are gimmicks to the PlayStation 5. It is not what makes the PlayStation 5 special.
One thing that I like a lot about the haptic feedback for this game was it's kind of I don't know why it stuck out to me so much, but towards the beginning, Nefarious is in his his new office, right? Because he rules the whole world, and he drags his hand across his desk, and you can feel it in the controller when he does it.
Really?
Yeah,
I didn't notice that.
Yeah.
Interesting.
It's really, really cool.
Interesting.
I don't know. I just wanted to bring that up because it stuck in my mind for some reason.
Never noticed that. I compare it directly to Returnal because I think Returnal has the best use of the controller gimmicks.
Sure.
Where Returnal's it's a roguelike, so you're constantly being sent back to the beginning. So you see your ship crash a million times in Returnal. And every time the ship the ship goes from the left side of the screen to the right, and you feel in the controller the ship crashing or falling into orbit.
Does it eventually do that whole?
And you also feel the pitter patter of rain on the controller. A lot of great little gimmick things.
Does it also, like, eventually, when you do it so many times, does it do, like, the kind of Groundhog Day kind of deal where it kind of just does it really quick, and then you just get back into the game?
Oh, it's quick from the jump.
Oh, okay.
It's quick from the jump.
Because, like, you know, I feel like roguelikes are like the Groundhog Day of video games.
That's the idea behind it, is that it's Groundhog Day.
And, I don't know, you ever watch Happy Death Day?
No.
And so, like, it's something similar, but where, like, they would go by. I was just kind of
to get us back on track here.
Sorry.
Ratchet, is not. Let me say it like this. Ratchet is I don't think Ratchet is the best PlayStation 5 game, but I do think it is the first next gen game that we've experienced. And
okay.
I think it's,
I will say,
don't get me wrong. Even though I'm saying it's not the best or whatever, this is a great game and I love it. It's landing probably
I
top
did
3.
I
no
did
matter
buy
what
I did
for
buy
year.
my PS5 to play Ratchet.
Exactly. So, but the instant loading, the jumping into worlds like super quick, and the dimension hopping. You mentioned that level where you're hitting a stone and then suddenly you're in a different level. Granted, they all use pretty similar assets, but like they're using them in different ways and stuff.
Very, very cool.
And it's dramatic differences like that on other hardware just can't be done.
Yeah. It's
a prime example of why this generation is more than just a visual upgrade. It's something that I think is novel now, but we will quickly lose sight of what makes that cool. With a few years,
it'll
under
become
this generation's belt.
like what's the word? Like, we'll just take it for granted. Like, it'll be like same as it always been.
100%. You know, someone will go back and play Skyrim and be like, "What the fuck? Why are we sitting here for a minute, looking at an elephant? Like, what is happening here?
Looking at a statue of a dragon or something like that."
Yeah. So, the instant quick loading, and then when you're dimension hopping, which a little bit of a let down for me is that there's a lot less. The dimension hopping is purely narrative. Like there is no control over when you're hopping into different dimensions and ending up in different spaces and that.
Those little pocket dimensions where it's like a little bonus level, little platform stage.
Yeah, so that's cool. But it would have been cooler if it was like I can open a dimension and hop through, and then now I'm in a different world or something. And none of that really happens. The game only sends you through when it is, and it's clear like the animation of Ratchet or Rivet falling through the dimension web or whatever is a loading screen, but it's a second. It's a second or two long. Like it's not long at all.
It's very, very fucking quick.
And like it'll happen in the middle of a boss fight, like where like okay, suddenly I'm in a different level and I have to react instantly. They showed
it in the trailer, but there's that one in Nefarious City where like you're fighting the Juggernaut thing.
Yeah, it's one of those bigger robot things, and you fall through and then it follows you in, and the fight is still going, and now you're fighting. Fighting different enemy types.
Total different, like little mobs. Yeah,
who weren't like when a level loads, it loads those enemy types. But when you jump into another level, like the first level didn't load enemy type B, but now they're here and they were here instantly. So all of that and there's little to no pop in. There's no texture buffering. None of it.
I've noticed nothing like super graphically.
Graphically, no. I've had visual bugs, a lot of clipping, a lot of like NPCs like
I've had plenty of clipping. I thought I broke platforming one time because there's the seeker pede thing like from like after you beat it, and like I was like hopping on it and like I kind of fell through a little bit, and I was like, oh god, am I stuck? I just kept jumping, and I was like, out of it.
Yeah, so a lot of that, but nothing game breaking. Just quick little moment of that's funny.
Yeah.
And then just the general gameplay again just feels great. This is when it like Ratchet and
Clank Rift Apart really makes you feel like Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart.
It really does. Like I don't know if Ratchet has ever felt better to control than he does in this game. I will say though, every time they break away from the overall or from the general gameplay loop, I hate it. Well, I don't hate it, but I don't like it. I like it a lot less than, and to varying degrees. There's, some, I'll call them vehicle sections. There are some types of vehicle sections that work better than others. And then, there are some where I'm like, okay, this works, it's fine. And then there's some where I'm like, I would really rather not be doing this right now. Can I get back to the normal thing? There's like little hacking mini games that I think are functional.
I don't know.
But they're not, like, fun. Like, they're just kind of there. And it's every time they pull me away from that central combat loop, I go, oh,
I
this
do like
again?
I like the Clank puzzles. I will say that. I like those. You don't like those?
I like them fine. They're my least favorite type of Clank puzzles we've ever seen in the franchise. Like the ones in the original game in 2000, whenever did these better than what we're seeing here in Rift Apart.
I don't know if I like those better.
With the control of the drones? Yeah, the drones are way better. Where this, it's literally just a.
Yeah, I don't know if I like those better.
It's literally just a hit a check. Like these puzzles feel like just checking off marks. Like, okay, I did this, and now I did this, and now I do this, and now the puzzle is solved. And whereas like before, it felt like, fuck, how do I get these guys to do what I need to do? Okay, so if I do that, and then okay, here it is, and then but I there's never a aha moment with these puzzles for me.
Okay,
because I think they're just so simple in execution, and there's no real mechanical difference between them. It is throw thing at thing. Oh, that worked. Okay, cool. Throw thing at other thing. That didn't work. Okay, well, let me try this way then. Okay,
well,
that worked. Anyways.
If you're smart, you don't need to throw thing at thing and it didn't work.
Well, sometimes you need to experiment with a new mechanic, my friend. Come on now.
Just
silly.
saying.
But, yeah, overall, really like the game. I think narratively it's just fine, but it doesn't need to be anything more than fine.
Yeah.
It's a Ratchet and Clank game.
Fucking love it.
Characters are charming, overwhelmingly charming, and
all of them,
except for Nefarious.
You're wrong.
Except for Dr. Nefarious.
You're wrong.
And yeah, overall, just I can't get enough. I can't wait to beat it. Can't wait to platinum it.
Ratchet and Clank.
And I, you know, Insomniac continues to just keep knocking it out of the park,
sure do.
Release after release after release. Like
Goddamn.
they didn't miss once in the last generation. I can't speak to the.
Did you even play a Sunset Overdrive?
No, I did not. I did not play Sunset Overdrive.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, people like Sunset Overdrive. People liked the Resistance games mostly. And then, you know, I don't hear bad things about the PS3 games, but, you know, I don't hear phenomenal things either. And then I think there was a couple of, like, side spin-off games that nobody liked. But, you know, in terms of, like, these are, like, the ones that we're putting on resumes. Like, Insomniac does great work. And they just continue to be one of the best developers in the business. And it's another one where they just knocked it out of the park.
Agreed.
I'll say the mechanics and ideas that are being experimented with here in Rift Apart. I can't wait to
see them in
see
Spider-Man. I had the same exact thought when I was switching
wait.
back and forth between Rivet and Ratchet. I was like, dude, they're totally gonna do this in Spider-Man 2 with Peter and Miles.
They're gonna make it a button.
They're gonna do the same shit with Peter and Miles, dude.
And it's gonna be that shit where it's like exactly what I was hoping for with Rift Apart, where it's like, I can press a button and hop into another dimension. It's gonna be like, I'm gonna press a button and I'm gonna be
Miles.
I'm gonna be Miles
Peter.
on the other side of the city or something, and you know, or maybe they're gonna do some like some Spider-Verse shit or something.
God, it'll never happen, but I want a co-op. Mode.
Oh, it'll never happen.
It'll never happen.
The most we'll get is mode, maybe, with like some linear level design or something.
God, it'd be so fun.
It would be fun.
Just fucking two Spider-Men swinging around. God, that'd be so sick.
Anyways, Phil, anything of note you want to say about Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart?
Good
Indeed. Worth your $70?
Yes.
I agree. $70.
Yeah.
I mean, I generally don't agree with the price hike of this generation, but you know, it happened.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. So
it is what it is now.
Definitely
it's
worth,
not going back.
Absolutely, definitely worth full price. Definitely worth even owning a PlayStation 5 for. I would argue, at least in this first year of games that have been available to us with the PlayStation 5.
For sure.
That if you own a PS5, this should be in your.
Yeah, there's no reason for
library.
you not to.
It's blasphemy to not play this game.
It's Ratchet, dude.
It absolutely is. And it's Ratchet arguably at his best, you know, except for at this point he's fighting nostalgia. So, anyways, that is going to be it for our Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart review. If you enjoyed it, please subscribe. Like,
God, this game is
comment.
good.
It's a good game right there, Philip. And remember to catch us over here, youtube.com/2pennygamescast every Monday, 8 a.m. Remember to catch us at twitch.tv/2pennygames for Hype Tuesday, 1 p.m. Central Time. We are playing Mass Effect 2 this week. Please jump in. Watch Phil play Mass Effect 2 for the first time.
I'm going to do it.
It's very exciting.
I'm going to kill people.
But until next time, Thank you guys so much for tuning in and listening. And Phil, go ahead and say goodbye to the people one more time for me.
Bye! 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 Bye!